and this is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. In front of me on Pearl Street in Burlington, Vermont is Bove's. Wow, Bove's. Now this was an iconic restaurant here in Burlington, serving Italian food. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. It opened on December 7, 1941. Yes, that is the date that will live in infamy, Pearl Harbor Day. But you know, until the news hit Vermont, until the news hit the world about the attack, it was just another day. Bove's is also one of the last vestiges of what had been the Italian neighborhood, which had been torn down during the Urban Renewal era. I created a video on that, so I'll put a link to that video in the description below. Did you know that Bobby Flay came to Burlington in October 2007 and challenged Bove's to a lasagna throwdown for his show of the same name? Although Bove's lost that battle, it did give their brand a boost, especially after Flay stated about their lasagna, quote, "I'd eat this all day long," unquote. The restaurant closed on December 23, 2015. The space had then been used as a catering space. Now it just appears to be an empty shell, which thankfully is no longer covered in graffiti, because this was awful. I'll post on Instagram pictures of the before and after, and you can take a look-see at that. It's stark. It's a stark difference. They painted everything here. I'll show you. They painted the side of the building. That whole upper portion was just one big awful graffiti mess. And then there was also graffiti on the Carrera glass. Carrera glass is the black and the white here, both of these. Carrera glass, very rare, hard to replace. You can see there's cracks in this one, cracks in that one, and then coming over here we can see some more cracks as well. But at least the graffiti is gone. I do see some pieces sticking out. That one at the bottom there certainly is. And there's another one, see a few up there as well. There's some ATM. I can feel along that row there. So you can see like these right here are also. What's also gone is the neon sign where those metal brackets are right here. That had been where their sign had said Bove's. Now what is still here are those neon tubes right there, which I believe they were red for the Italian restaurant. So on January 15, 2019, a permit application was submitted to the Design and Review Board in Burlington by 3 George Street LLC, Rick Bove, Scott and Partners. What they want to do is tear down this building, this iconic Italian restaurant building, as well as 2 buildings on George Street, and I'll go up to George Street and show you in a few minutes what those 2 buildings are, for a 93-room hotel, a narrow building, and then between this building here, the Bove's building, and that brick one, that's Victoria's Place, named for their mother. They want to put in a parking garage. This would be at least partially underground, and a 20-unit senior housing building, which would be where the George Street apartments are. So I don't know if that's been approved yet. I will say, though, that other people who work for the city of Burlington who pored over this $225 application, 25-page application, said that they wanted the hotel to have, the hotel would also have a commercial space in the bottom, probably for an Italian restaurant. So the idea is to have something that harkens back to this Art Deco treatment with the Carrera glass. So black polished tiles, for instance. So some things to think about. Let me go ahead and I'll walk the distance to George Street, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is one of the buildings, 1315 George Street, and the yellow building is the other one, which is 19 George Street. So the plan is to tear down both of these buildings and then build a 20-unit senior housing building. So this building has 2 apartments, and the white building, 1315, has 2 apartments, and the yellow building has 4. So those 6 units would be lost, with a net gain of 14 if you read the document, the permit application. So something to keep in mind. But I don't know about the permit application, where it is in the process at all. So it may be because of 2020 held up. It may be still in review. No idea. But something to think about. Alrighty. Oh, and there's talk also, they were thinking about maybe making George Street 2 ways. It's one way heading south. So it starts north at the north end and then comes down south. This is south. It's there, and it's a short street. It's a short cross street. Alrighty. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about this evening. Bove's and the plans to knock it down and put up a hotel. Alrighty. On that note, you have a great evening. My name is Patricia. I'm traveling for history. And you have a great night until I see you again in the next one. Bye.